Hello everyone. As part of CDGC Data Governance journey, today we will look at curating system inferred relationships using bulk import. Let's look at our agenda for today's session. We will see what are system inferred relationships, see what are the prerequisites for curating system inferred relationships using bulk import. We will then look at how to view the status of an import job, bulk import notifications, and then we will see a demo. Let's see what are system inferred relationships. Based on the semantics of the data onboarded onto CDGC, CDGC system can recommend glossary or data classification suggestions for your technical assets. You can either accept or decline these recommendations. Prerequisites that are required for curating system inferred relationships using bulk import. To curate automated data classifications and glossary associations, the organization administrator must provide curate automatic glossary associations and curate data classification permissions under data governance and catalog. Also, we would need bulk export and to bulk import and export assets. We would also need export and import permissions enabled by the organization administrator under data governance catalog service. To update or delete an asset or its details, we must have the read, update, and delete permissions enabled by the organization administrator for the roles for each asset type that we want to import under metadata command center service. Viewing import job status. When you import or export assets using bulk import process, data governance and catalog creates a job for the bulk import task. You can monitor the status of the job in data governance and catalog to determine the completion status. To see the status of a job on the home page, click on the job monitoring icon. We can see the basic information such as job type, start and end date, and the status of each job on this page. To download the job log, click the action menu for the job and click on download log. To see more details on the job, you can click on the job name to open the job on a new page. Bulk import notifications. Users will receive email and flag notifications when the export or import job completes. Users will receive notifications even if the job import completes with partial status or a failed status. Now let's look at a demo. First, let's look at the prerequisites required for curating system input relationships using bulk import. To bulk export and import data, the organization administrator must provide export and import privileges under data governance and catalog service. To curate automated data classification and glossary association, the organization administrator must also provide curate automatic glossary associations and curate data classifications privileges under data governance and catalog service. To update or delete an asset or its details, we must have read, update, and delete permissions enabled by the organization administrator for the roles for each asset type that we want to import under metadata command center service. Now, let's take a look at the demo. In this demo, we will see how to use bulk import to curate system inferred relationships. For this demo, we will curate these two columns, ID and first name. As you can see here, ID is tagged with or inferred with indemnity business term, and this is not correct in this case. So we will be rejecting this uh, inferred relationship using bulk import. For the first name column, you can see it is inferred with first name business term. We will be accepting this relationship using bulk import as this is correct in this scenario. To work on this, we will export this customer table objects details. To export this customer table objects details, we will first search for customer, choose asset type as table, and catalog source type as Oracle. We can use these filters provided here and drill down to the right data we need to work on. So in this case, we were able to get to our customer table. To export this table, we click on this gear icon here and click on export. So we need to include hierarchy in this case since we are working on uh, children of this table asset, which are columns. So we click on start export. I've already exported this file. I'll be opening that. So this is the file that will be downloaded, and it will have a table of contents tab, the technical data sets tab, the technical data element tab, which is where we will be making uh, modifications, accepting and rejecting the business terms, the column tab, and the primary key tab, as well as the table tab. So we will be accepting and rejecting the business terms or system inferred relationships and under technical data element tab. So as you can see here, it says uh, the glossary is recommended here. So we want to reject uh, indemnity glossary. So we will move this to rejected status, and we want to accept this first name inferred relationship. So we'll be moving this to accepted status. As you can see here, we don't have any classifications recommended yet, but we can in a same way move them to accepted or rejected status. So we will save this file now and import these changes back into Cloud Data Governance. So to import the data, we click on New, Import Assets, Import Assets, Import, and we will add these files. So we will add customer table curate glossaries. That is what I've renamed this Excel sheet to. So uh, then we will click on Start Import. We'll choose to skip errors and warnings and start import. This job summary page will show up as soon as we submit the job, and this job summary page will show the details such as the number of objects created, updated, deleted, and failed. It will also give us the exact stats on each asset type once the job completes. As you can see here, now the job has been completed, and we see that 5 assets have been updated, and we can clearly see the stats for each asset type. Okay, now that the changes have been updated onto data governance and catalog, let's go back to our customer table and let's refresh this to see uh, if the associations have been made as per our uploaded Excel file. So we can see for the first name business glossary has been accepted, and we go to column ID. We can see that indemnity business term has been moved to declined status. So once this import job is done, we will receive notifications, uh, the flag notifications, as well as the email notifications. This is the email notification template that we will be receiving once the export job and also the import job completes. This is for the export job, and let's look at the template for the import job. This is the email template that we will be receiving for the import job. So once the import job is done executing, uh, we will get this email with the status of the job. In this case, it is completed, and we will also be receiving notifications for if the job has done executing with a status of partial or failed. We are now done with this demo. You can refer to this documentation if you need more information on how to enrich or curate system inferred relationships. We would love to hear from you. Thank you.